Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another unboxing and review video. In today's video, I actually have two things I'm going to unbox and show you. Number one is the new Bruce Wayne figure right here. And number two is the Drifter motorcycle. So I'll tell you what, let's get this unboxing started and check them out. Alright, so first things first, I've actually had this figure for probably a couple of weeks now, and I have been saving this because of this motorcycle right here. And I didn't want to open this up until I actually got the motorcycle to go with it, because I don't know, it just seems to be a good pairing. But first and foremost, Bruce Wayne right there, Batman. I'm really digging this figure. Got the back, and this is the driving force behind me waiting to get the motorcycle, was this back card. He's on the bike. I mean, come on. And this is a great back card right here. I love this back of the box. Looks really, really cool. So yeah, I can't wait to get this thing opened. Oh, the Drifter. This thing is wicked cool. There's not a lot you got to do to it out of the box. It is very well detailed based on what I can see. And I'm also curious about the helmet as to whether or not it'll fit on the figure. So I tell you what, we're going to start with, I'm going to get them both out of the box. We'll start with Bruce Wayne. We'll take a closer look and we're going to check it out. All right, we got everything out of the box, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, this is a perfect pairing as far as a figure and a vehicle. First things first, got this awesome card right there, which got Bruce Wayne on the motorcycle. Very, very nice. We also have the card that comes with the motorcycle, which is slightly different, as you can see. At first, I thought they were the same, but there is a little bit of a difference going on there. With the figure, of course, we get the stand, typical stuff. There's not a lot comes with the figure itself, but the backpack, it's really cool. It's a good-looking backpack. It's relatively soft, so you shouldn't have a lot of issues there. I do like the fact that there's an actual carrying handle that you can put in his hand. So, yeah. It's got some good detail to it. I may do a little bit of a wash on it just to, change it up a little bit. But overall, it looks good. Got plenty of belts, buckles. But this is a nice touch. The figure itself, the only problem I have with the figure is right here, is his gloves. They're just a little too clean. That's my biggest issue. But yeah, the head sculpt is very, you don't see nothing. He's got his mask on, got the eyes are blacked out. I like the hair on it, is really cool. The vest or / jacket does not appear to come off, so that's it as far as that, but it has some really good detail to it. It's bulky. So it's baggy, I guess, the clothes, but I'm digging it. It's very simplistic. Again, we do have the two different color schemes, more of a shinier black and then a matte black on the jacket, or the front part and the back part. But I'm digging the head sculpt. The head sculpt is cool. Again, the gloves, not a big fan of those. I'm glad they're not black, but I'm definitely going to put a wash on these because I just think they're too clean. The pants, very well done. Lots of good detail. I'm loving this little two-tone thing going on with the blacks. It's got sort of like an adventure style, Bear Grylls style pants. Got some good stitching work. But yeah, they look really good. I'm also liking this. I'm liking the fact that the ankle is covered. This is a nice touch. It really gets away from seeing that ankle pivot. Again, it's going to affect a little bit, but not a lot. It just looks good as far as I'm concerned. As far as articulation goes, the head down is decent. Left to right's good, but there is no back, and that's just because of the hood right here. We shouldn't have a lot of issues with the shoulders. I do like the fact that that's got some good range right there. We got a shoulder pivot, elbows. I'm starting to think that is it right there. That is all the articulation you're going to get out of the elbows. That is a stiff one right there. Yeah, that's a stiff elbow joint, but that's it. You're not going to get much out of that. And a lot of that's just due to the fact the way the jacket is supposed to be done, which is totally cool. No problem there. I don't expect a lot for abs. I mean, you got a waist bend, but that's about it. Side to side is good. Nothing wrong with that. Hips. Yeah, hips are great. Do have a thigh swivel. And will we get... And that's about it on the knees right there. So as far as, double joints, I mean, it's not a lot going on there. It does appear to be a hinge for the shoulder, which is cool. And of course, we got the toe pivot, which is okay. Or excuse me, ankle pivot. And he does have a toe pivot, which appears okay. But yeah, there we go. Mr. Bruce Wayne right there. So I tell you what, let's check out the motorcycle. All right, so I moved Bruce off to the side. The motorcycle comes with basically comes with a helmet and comes with a stand right there, which is nice. One of the questions I had was the helmet, would it fit the figure? It looks like there's a pin right there. So I'm assuming we could take the head off and pop the helmet on, which will be very cool. So I can't wait to try that. But the helmet has some scratches on it, which is really cool. It's really banged up good. So, and being a motorcycle rider, I can totally relate to that. And I do like the fact it has the smoked lenses, which is nice. The motorcycle itself, this piece here, this is nice. It's really easy to pop on. It just basically has this. You just slide the wheel over. But check out the detail on this bike. I mean, this thing, it's weathered. It's grungy. I mean, it's a good looking bike. Nice little cafe racer style, but we got scratches on the tank. I love the brown that's on the seat. The chain, it's done right. This right here is literally probably one of my favorite accessories ever. It's a good cafe style racer. We got the shocks, got all the linkages. I am really curious to see how everything fits on the figure. I'm also curious to see how this will go with other figures. But yeah, this is a perfect pairing, I feel like. But I mean, look at the cylinders. I mean, the filters. Even, I mean, it's just done great. The handlebars. I love the fact that this is not too shiny. Scratches on the headlights. Even on the brakes, you can see the weathering and stuff on those. But yeah, this is just awesomely cool. Again, I like the way they did the headlight. I mean, this is good. I mean, it's just a great looking bike. And I also like the fact that parts of me likes the fact that it doesn't have a kickstand. Because I think once you get it posed up, everything should work pretty good. But yeah, there we go. So I tell you what, I am going to get everything posed up, and then we'll come back and we'll give you my final thoughts on this amazing motorcycle and action figure. All right, we're back, and yeah, I'm really disappointed with this, and yeah, I have piddled with this thing and piddled with it, and the geometry of the bike and the figure just aren't doing it. Do I still think it's cool? Yes, but as you can see, there is really not a whole lot of good ways to make it look normal. And yeah, I've tried. I mean, if he was like in a wheelie position, that would sort of look normal as it comes around. I mean, it's just when it's down, you can't get the thighs apart enough. You can't get you just can't get the legs to really just work. And if you put the helmet on it, on the figure, you can't even, I mean, it's literally like straight down. There's no way you could even ride the motorcycle in this reality. So I don't know. I don't know. I was really hoping that with this bike being so skinny, I just figured that it would look good. But yeah, I don't even know. I think it's too tall as well. Let me see if I can show you this real quick. Because even if you take the hands off and try to put him on the bike, his feet don't even touch. And I mean, you can see right there, like you can't even really get him in a good stopped position to where like one foot's on the ground. It's just way too big. And to be honest with you, I think if I was going to pose him up, it would almost have to be something like this. I mean, the backpack looks good. I mean, I'm okay with that. But I am very, very disappointed at the geometry of the bike and the figure. But I think honestly, if I was going to do anything, it would probably be along the lines of something like this. Let me get his foot pegged in. And I try to make these reviews as honest as I can. I mean, if there's things I like and things I don't like, I definitely won't let everybody know. And so far, I'm not digging the figure as it's on the bike. I'm starting to even think that this stand's not even gonna fit in his foot. There we go. Wow. It's still just acting really weird. So it would be maybe something. Wow. That backpack really made him top heavy. There we go. It may be something along this line to where the motorcycle's in the background. I mean, it is what it is. I just knew that when I first saw this figure, I knew the bike was coming out. I was like, this is going to be such a cool pairing. And now I'm disappointed as well that since the figure doesn't fit, it doesn't have a kickstand. So now you've got this thing in the back that holds the bike up, which is going to make it even more difficult to take some cool photos with it. At least if it had a kickstand or something, you could at least display it like this a little better. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But like I said, the bike is a little too tall for the figure. The figure itself can't lean over properly and grab and put the feet in position. But, you know, it is what it is. Again, I'm a motorcycle guy. I ride motorcycles and I look at a lot of things when it comes to bikes. But as you can see, like this, it looks good. It's just, I don't know of any way that I'm gonna have to really play with this thing to figure out a way to take some photos of it to where it's gonna look cool. But I was really hoping that I could have at least had the figure on the bike with maybe one leg down, and I still may be able to, but again, it's just my opinion. I'm still super stoked that I got it. I still think it displays great like this, having the motorcycle in the background. But if you're wanting any kind of realism, and again, I'm going to play with it a little bit more. If this seat was, the seat is right for a cafe racer, but if it was more of a saddle seat, that would have helped. But yeah, guys, that's it for my review on Bruce Wayne and the Drifter motorcycle. The motorcycle's great. I'm definitely going to try it out with some other figures, and it may be because of the way this figure is done, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Yeah, there's my honest review. I think it was a fail. I think that the pairing, individually, they're both great. I think as a pairing, it failed because the figure just doesn't work with the bike. And the bike's beautiful. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you've picked up this pair. Let me know if you have figured out a way to successfully marry the two together to where it looks normal. I definitely want to know what you guys think. Let me know if you picked it up. But I think overall paint, clothing, detail, all of that is a huge success. The gloves are a little bit too clean. The bike, I think, is perfect as far as weathering. It's just when you try to put the two on there, it's just not working for me. But anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If this is your first time to my channel, do me a favor. Consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do subscribe, make sure you got notifications turned on. That way you know when I drop videos, when I do live streams, and anything else related to my channel. And as always, please remember, toys refreshes your soul, and I'll see you next time.